Hey guys, Lego Man 7777 doing another review for the summer 2014 line. Today is the B-Wing. So, ages 8 to 14, number 75050. The B-Wing, it has 448 pieces and cost $49.99. So looking at the box, we got the main set, Death Star in the background, Darth Vader logo, minifigures, and spring-loaded shooters. And on the back, just some other pictures of stuff, features, all that fun jazz. And the schematics for the set, it is 16 inches tall almost, and 12.6 inches wide. So it's a fairly decent size set for $49.99. You got the instruction booklet. Personally, this is kind of a large instruction booklet for a set of this size, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to flip to a random page. Here we go. Putting the engine onto the main body capsule. And then we've got to find our digital model, which is right here. So there's our full digital model of the B-Wing, and it is 63 pages long. So a decent length to do stuff. And then of course we have our, minifigure gallery and the other sets in the wave. So far, I've reviewed the Phantom, the Ghost, and the Imperial Star Destroyer. So if you could go check those out too, that'd be appreciated. And then the Win, which I don't know if anyone even does those anymore, to be honest. Alright, so let's get into our minifigures. You get 3 in this set, and they're decent. No main characters, so we got General Aaron Kraken here. And he's, I wouldn't say he's standard, but you kind of figured that he'd look like this since he's a general from the Rebellion. And he does have some leg printing, which is nice. And here's his back printing. He doesn't have a dual-sided face, but he does have the little comm link that you can see right there. You take off his hair, you can actually see the full comm link with it, which is kind of cool. That's a nice added effect. And he comes with a small little pistol, as you saw. Just like another minifigure in the set. So our second minifigure is Ten Numb. And you saw him flying the Millennium Falcon in episode 6 with Lando Calrissian. But here he is in the B-Wing set, and they included him in the last B-Wing set as well. I think he looks pretty good. I like the leg details. And the bright red color just looks good on him. And he's got the cool helmet. I like the way the helmets look. Maybe they'll put a visor on them one day, but for now, they just give you a dual-sided face to show that you have, the helmet attached and stuff. So that's his piloting face, and then this is his normal face. And he comes with a wrench in case you break your B-Wing. He can fix it. And then we have a Gray Squadron pilot, and I think he's the coolest minifigure just due to his helmet. I just think it looks really cool. Kind of the same leg printing as Ten Numb, but it is different, slightly. Am I lying? No, it's a little different. I just like the way he looks. He looks pretty accurate. And like I said about the visors, they can't put a visor on the helmet, so they give you a dual-sided head, and that's what it looks like while he's flying the B-Wing. And he also comes with a small pistol. And then, it's not a minifigure at all, but you do get a brick separator in the set and an extra missile included. Just some random stuff that I thought you should know that is included, just in case you were wondering. Now, even though I have like 47 brick separators at this point now, I still find them useful. I don't know, just this version of the brick separator does really good. If you say you skipped a step by accident and you look and you needed to put a tile somewhere, and instead of, breaking all your fingernails off trying to get it, the brick separator works real nice. So anyway, this is the B-Wing. And I would compare it to the old B-Wing because I do have it, but that is one of the few sets that didn't make it over the many, many years that I've had the set. So I'll be comparing it to something else other than the old B-Wing. But let me just say right now that this is a large improvement over the other B-Wing. But not as good as the UCS B-Wing, of course. So here's a look at the underside. It does have a tile piece right there, and that little black piece just so it doesn't fall over. Or just so it's not like unbalanced while it's sitting like this, so it can support the wing weight. So here's the cockpit. There is a couple stickers on the cockpit right there, which we can't see. Right there. There's 3 stickers on that. Let's see, where else are some stickers? 3 stickers on that. There's 3 orange circles. One there, and one on this wing. And the last 2 stickers are on the back of the B-Wing. Right there, and on the underside. Ooh, mine's coming off. Better fix that. There we go. So while we're back here, here's a look at the engines. I think they look pretty cool, and they do spin if you're into that kind of spinny stuff. If you just like your engines to spin, I just thought they looked cool. Better than other engines that I've seen before. So, where do I want to start? Before I show any features, I just want to show like what the wings look like and stuff. Here's the 2 guns, and then the 3rd wing, which is interesting looking. I think it's interesting looking. So, our first feature is, of course, you can pilot the B-Wing, and you just open the cockpit like that. And the pilot isn't sitting on any studs. He just slides in there, and then you close it like this. And then here we go. We have the pilot in the B-Wing. I know he doesn't have his visor on, but the heads are hard to turn since it's a brand new set. Oh, and there's 2 little guns right there too, by the way. So he's in there, and that's all lovey-dovey. So, of course, this is just, cruising mode. If it needs to go into attack position, the wings fold up like this, and you can hold the B-Wing by the 3rd wing to help you. So, here's trying to fit it all in there, but this set's actually pretty big when it's folded out like this. But there it is. You can see this wing is folded up. So it would look like what it does on the box. So there it is. As you can see, it's quite large as it takes up the full screen right now. And of course, in all of the other B-Wings, they've included it, so why not include it in this one? It does have the gyroscopic stabilizer. It doesn't, it's kind of okay in this one. It's not perfect. But, the cockpit does spin eventually when the B-Wing is if the B-Wing is standing vertical, this is also supposed to be vertical, but it doesn't always do it, which is kind of a bummer. I want to focus on this. But that's alright. It works sometimes. It's not super reliable, but, sometimes you just have to tap the cockpit and then it gets it to do it. So that is it for the features of the B-Wing. It's not a huge, it does what it needs to do. I guess there's also the missiles that I can show you. Just for my sake, I'm going to fold the wings back down so I can actually get the whole B-Wing in the shot. But just like all the other spring-loaded shooters, you just tap down on the missile and it shoots. And this one you tap up because the wing is inverted and it shoots again. The one thing I need to note is you need to be careful when you put the set down, because I usually put the set down like this and then shoot the missile because the missile is when you have to tap up to hit that missile. And I always do that. So I'll probably lose a missile eventually, but just be careful not to do that. So now I'm going to compare it to another Rebel fighter, only because I don't have the other one. So I'm going to turn it like this. It's alright, I suppose. You can kind of see. So here's my other fighter. I didn't want to be, predictable and pick the A-Wing or the X-Wing. So I picked the Y-Wing, and we can't really see either one of them to the max. There we go, that's better. So there is the Y-Wing and the B-Wing compared. I have the B-Wing face like that just because of the length of the B-Wing, I suppose you could say. Since the B-Wing is such a weird shape, I figured this is really the only way you can compare them even relatively. So this way both sets are the same length, which is always nice, and they're about the same height until you unfold the B-Wing's wings, and then it's different. Then of course the B-Wing is bigger because it has the wings that go like this. And if you flip it the other way, then of course the Y-Wing is much longer, and the B-Wing is a whole lot. The B-Wing's probably the same width if you flip it the other way, and then of course it's like not even worth comparing the heights of the two at that point, because the B-Wing obviously is much bigger. I know it's not really a great comparison, only because I just don't have the other B-Wing intact. I'd have to go find all the pieces in other small bins, and I don't really want to do that because that would take a year. So that is it for the B-Wing. I like the set. I was a little apprehensive when I first looked at it and I saw this wing here. I was like, I kind of don't really like how that looks. I thought it kind of looked, I don't know, like they didn't do a really good job on the guns, but having it in person, it's better. I wouldn't say this is a perfect set by any means, but it's a pretty good B-Wing. If you're into this kind of stuff, and you don't, of course, have the money to go get the UCS B-Wing, then obviously this one is right up your alley, as it's a fourth of the price. And it's much more playable than the UCS one, even though that one does have playability, I will admit. Yeah, if you like the B-Wing or the Rebels in general, then this is a great set for you. It makes a good Christmas gift if you don't already have it, because it's not super expensive, but it's enough for like someone to go out and get you a gift if they're closely related to you, I guess. Because I mean, you're not gonna have your friends go spend $50 on you unless they do that, and that's fantastic. But anyway, that's it for the B-Wing review. I can't tell you when I have any other reviews. Probably around Christmas time, because because of college, I have no money and no free time to do anything pretty much. So that's why the reviews are really slow. Normally, I wanted to get the whole wave out now, but I only have 4 of the 9 sets available. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'll eventually get them all. And I really want to do the Winter Wave too, because I like some of the sets in there, just for my personal gain. So Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Watch the other reviews in this wave. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.